We're united and we're strong. We are ninjas, we are turtles, we are heroes, sing our song. We are ninjas, we are brothers, we're united and we're strong. We are ninjas, we are turtles, we are heroes, and this is our song. Are you ready? Let's go.
The Legend of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Part 1, Chapter 14, Morning. Written and performed by Joseph Chambers and based on the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle comic books created by Kevin Eastman and Peter Laird. Leonardo began to perform jumping back kicks. Donatello began to punch the bag in front of him in a powerful left, right rhythm, like a heartbeat whilst moving his legs, almost hopping from one leg to another to achieve every possible angle of punch on the bag. Raphael began to perform roundhouse kicks on the mannequin, making sure to keep his arms bent and fisted, and Michelangelo punched his master left hand to right hand and vice versa in a corresponding but significantly faster unison to Donatello. This continued for 4 minutes. See how much longer the mind can take you over the body. Meditate and focus away from muscle fatigue and towards an achievable target. Another minute passed. I sense you beginning to wane in your efforts. When you achieve a set target, feel free to stop, Splinter encouraged. Another 30 seconds passed. The turtles were able to keep going at this, as long as they were, because they had been doing similar exercises nearly every day for their entire mutated existence. In addition, while human bodies typically wear down after repeated strain, the Turtles and Splinter had the ability to heal theirs at the rate it wore away, through meditating their energy-filled healing factor blood into their actively strained body parts. 6 minutes in, and Michelangelo stopped. Not your best score, my son, but still commendable. It may be wise not to be so hasty in your movements, as your fatigue will occur faster when you do so in exercises like this. Michelangelo then knelt at Master Splinter's feet and watched his brothers, his eyes wide and his mouth half open. He hoped deep in his heart that one day he would be as good as them, but then recalled what Raphael had once said about 5 years ago. You'll never really be a true ninja, and you'll certainly never be as skilled as me, Danny, or Leo. You will always be our stupid little brother. 9 minutes into the exercise, Donatello dropped out. A new record, congratulations, Master Splinter cheered. Donatello bowed, giving an incredibly smug look, which was met by Michelangelo sticking out his tongue. 10, 11, 12 minutes in, and still Raphael and Leonardo were at it, but their faces were frighteningly strained, and their breathing was harshly rapid. Finally, 13 minutes in, Raphael dropped out, gasping for air. He kicked the brick wall of the theatre in frustration, scraped the skin off one of his toes, and yelled in further anger at himself, "Son of a—" "Sit!" Master Splinter commanded. Whilst that was a truly exceptional effort, you must not anger yourself about it. Rage does not allow for focus. Besides, that was 5 seconds longer than the last time you tried. So no matter how slow your rate of improvement may seem to you, it is there nonetheless. Raphael knelt by his brothers, dark-faced and glaring to the floor as if longing to be sucked into it. He ignored his family's judgmental looks and instead focused on his painfully raw toe as it glowed and healed. Leonardo clocked out at 15 minutes rather gracefully by simply saying "Hajime" in a collected manner and joined his brothers beside their father. "Well done," Master Splinter beamed at Leo. "You have set the bar high for your brothers. A good leader always leads by example, not just by command." They continued to train for another hour and ended this with a round of about 100 push-ups, sit-ups and squats. On the way out, Donatello spotted a rare and old Star Wars Return of the Jedi poster and quickly but carefully took it off the wall and back to the lair to put up in his bedroom. Meanwhile, Amanda O'Neill was sitting on the leather couch at the O'Neill residence, telling her husband she had seen a boy dressed as a giant turtle and that he was friends with her daughter. This was not how she ever wanted to spend a Friday morning, but she simply couldn't shake the thought, no matter what she did to distract herself. Both April's parents had dark skin, but while her mum had black straight hair down to her chin framing her face and rounded facial features, her dad had short frizzy black hair and a sharper, more serious face. He was also tall and skinny, whilst her mum was shorter and portlier. Her mum was also currently wearing rounded glasses with purple frames. Her dad had a short bulbo beard. "I know people can lose their memory from shock and remember things days later," Amanda said in a concerned voice. "And I understand this sounds crazy, but I swear, he called from the intercom, came in and, well, I must have fainted from shock when I saw him at the door." She finished talking with an air of embarrassment, as if she saw it a crime to have a lack of composure, even in extreme circumstances. Fainting had been, in her books, before she had done so herself, the definition of an overreaction. She could remember numerous times when she had seen other members of staff at the hospital faint at the sight of serious wounds. She had always tutted at them before helping. Part of her felt hypocritical now. George stirred his and his wife's coffees in the kitchen and then answered, "Could it be possible you dreamt this because you've been working so hard and doing so many long shifts at the hospital lately that you simply have gotten confused and delusional?" He handed her the coffee and she sipped it rather tentatively. "I suppose it's got to have been a dream." Amanda then sipped her beverage, unconvinced by her own agreement with George, and wondered why anyone would dress as a giant martial arts turtle. Perhaps there was a local sci-fi convention on with a costume play contest thing. April had talked about them before, but they sounded far too time-consuming on Amanda's part, so she'd refused to allow her daughter the opportunity to attend one. She had to admit, whoever made the costume had a fair deal of skill. For a moment, she had nearly been convinced April's friend was an actual mutant turtle.